Hey guys, I'm going to dig out some stumps today with the Komatsu PC200. We just moved it in here. I got my truck. I got a 2-foot bucket on the truck. It's got a 54-inch bucket on it, but I don't like to use a 54-inch bucket digging out stumps. 2-foot bucket works a whole lot better to get down in there and rip the roots out. So I'm working on a property that's right beside. It's not the same property, but it's right beside the property that I was doing all the bush hogging on. My brother-in-law actually owns it, so we're doing a little work for him and helping him out. So I gotta switch buckets here right quick, and then we'll get down there and dig some stumps. case y'all hadn't noticed, some of these stumps are pretty massive, and they don't come out very easily. I think a lot of them are big hickory stumps. I don't think this one is, but I think a lot of them are. There's a lot of great old big hickory trees that are down in those woods, so I feel like that's what these up here were. Some of them, you pull them out and they'll have a big old taproot right in the middle here sticking down. The thing will be like that big around, just going straight down in the ground. Those are the ones that are hard to get out. After I pull them out, I like to try to get as much dirt out of them as I can, so you'll see me wallering them around and picking them up and dropping them. Just whatever I can do to get a little more dirt out of them. They'll burn better that way. I like to use the 2-foot bucket to dig these things out, as I mentioned earlier. If you try to dig them out with a great old big wide bucket, you just end up tearing up a whole lot of ground, and you put extra stress, side loads on the pins, the bucket pins and stuff. It's just not necessary. All you got to do, you know, is get in there and break the roots most of the time, and they'll pop right out. So you don't need a big hole. You just got to dig all the way around these big stumps. Some of the smaller stumps, like a machine this size, you can just grab them and yank them right out of the ground. But when you get into stumps like this one right here, they just don't come out that easy. I've been filling the holes back up as I dig them out, but I ain't worried about getting it too smooth. I'll take I got a 953 over here, 953 track loader. I'll take it and smooth up all the holes, and I'm going to probably reshape this land anyway. It's where all these stumps are, it's all humped up and just a big mess. I'm going to try to make it all one consistent grade down this. This is a pretty steep slope I'm on. Everything looks flat when you film it though. You can't see the slopes hardly at all. Also, I've dug stumps out with a ripper before. We have a ripper. And the ripper's good about getting around and breaking the roots out of the stump. But when you get to where you need to actually grab a hold of the stump and pull it out of the ground, the ripper just don't work good. And then you have trouble picking up the stumps and placing them out of the way or whatever you're doing. And the ripper does work good for scratching dirt out of the stump after you got it out. But the ripper, the way it's made on the back side of it, this bucket, you know, has got a big old curl on the back of it. Well, the ripper just kind of comes straight down and it don't have that big curl. When you get under a stump with the ripper, there's nothing you can't really curl and pry down against the ground very well. All you have is the strength of the machine to just pull. Sometimes that ain't enough. But with the bucket, where it's got that big curl on the back of it, you can use it kind of like a pry bar. You stick it down in under the stump and you start curling and actually push away from you with the stick, and that forces that bucket to curl up underneath that stump and pop that stump up out of the ground. And that's the reason why I like to use the bucket instead of a ripper. Now if you got small stumps, You can take a ripper and just pop them right out of the ground sometimes, but you can do that with the bucket too, just as well. Rippers have their place though, in certain rock. Some rock it can't do anything with, but I do have a video of me ripping some rock. You may have already seen it, but it's the one where I'm running the Cat 320 DL, digging the church basement. I think the title of it's 320 DL at my real job. But check that out if you hadn't already seen it. You see me ripping some rock. And digging the church basement, loading dirt on trucks, hauling dirt, a little bit of everything in that video. Move down the hill here and find another one. Oh look, there's one. It's not a very big one. You don't never know how hard they're going to get out though till you get a hold of them. Some stumps that are no bigger than that, you can grab a hold of it one whack and jerk it right out of the ground. And some of them the same size, you spend 10 minutes trying to get it out of the ground. I guess it just depends on the type of tree that it is. That there come out pretty easy. Don't have much dirt and it don't have a lot of root mass on it. So I'm not sure what kind of tree that is, but it's a little different than most of them I've been digging out right here. Don't need these rocks either. I'll just dig a little hole here. Y'all want some good rocks, I'm going to bury them right here in this hole. And y'all can come get them later. This is where they're going to be waiting on you. One thing we have plenty of around here in the mountains, and that's big rocks. Lots and lots of rocks. Big rocks, little rocks, round rocks, square rocks. It don't matter, we got them all. They'll tear up anything. Tear up your bush hog, tear up your disc, plow. It don't care what it is, it'll tear it up. There's another nice rock right down there. Look, that stump popped right out too. Tell you what, this old Komatsu right here, it's PC200. I can't remember when we bought it. I'm thinking about 2003 or something to that effect. It's got 5,300 hours on it. It's been a really, really good machine. I have to give it credit. It's been very, very reliable. To my knowledge, it's never blown a factory hose. And the reason I say a factory hose, there is a set of hoses that they put on at the dealership that go out and operate. No, I take that back. I put them on. but they was ordered from the dealership. They put that quick hitch coupler on there for the bucket, where you can change the bucket without getting out of the machine. Occasionally one of those hoses blow out, but to my knowledge, none of the hoses on the rest of the machine have ever blown out in 5,000 hours, which that's pretty impressive. We had a heater hose blow out. We fixed that. That wasn't too big a deal. And we've had the belt on the engine to break, and then the engine started getting hot. We shut it down. That happened. But other than that, we hadn't really had to do anything to this machine. Now, since I said that, watch me go down here pulling on one of these big stumps and blow a hose. Of that one. It's one of them, it didn't want to look too big, but it didn't look too big, but it's acting awful big the way it's sticking in the ground here. There we go. Start getting a little movement out of it now. Get my phone out of the way. Like icebergs. There's a little tip sticking out, but underneath the surface they're huge. That's pretty good on the dirt. One of the fastest big excavators, which this ain't a big excavator, but it's 20 metric tons, so it's pretty big. It's one of the fastest ones I've ever ran to be this size, which I like personally. Some people don't like it, say it's too fast, but I like fast excavators because I'm always in a hurry and I like to go fast, I guess. It is a little bit quirky to operate. It can be a little bit jerky because it is so fast, but you get used to it after a while and you can smooth it out with your operating skills. But most part, I enjoy running this excavator. It's fast and it's strong for its size. It's always done us a good job. Well guys, I'm going to continue to dig out stumps. Let y'all go for now. I guess we'll talk to you on the next video. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and make sure you subscribe if you get a chance. Hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this one, farming videos. I would greatly appreciate it. Almost 500 subscribers at this point, and I appreciate every one of you. We'll talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching.